People feel very strongly that veganism is the right way to live your life. What's up, guys? I hope you're well. I wanted to talk to you today a little bit about your nutrition. Now, a week or so ago, I did a video called Your Information Diet Sucks. Today, I actually want to talk to you about your nutritional diet, the food and the liquids that you put into your body to fuel you and get you going through the day. Now, I've been very reluctant to make this video because it's such a polarizing topic. You've got people who feel very, very strongly on very, very different ends of the spectrum. Simple example being veganism. People feel very strongly that veganism is the right way to live your life, not only for your health, but for the environment and for the sake of animals and all the rest of it. And then you've got people on the other side of that who will literally argue all three of those points, that it's not the healthiest way to live, that it's not actually the best for the environment. And I don't know how they're going to argue about the animals, but this is what I'm saying. I am not in this video going to tell you what you should or what you should not eat. Okay? I don't necessarily think I'm qualified to do so. I have actually done a nutrition course and I've done a lot of studies on it, but it's not what I would call my area of expertise. But what I do want to talk to you about is firstly to bring some awareness to it, because if you're at this channel, you might be someone who's more of the mind than of the body. And I hate to make any kind of an assumption, and hopefully I'm completely off base here. But if you are of the mind and your focus goes into your creative work and it goes into time spent at computers or with notebooks, whatever it might be, it's very easy to very quickly neglect the importance of things like diet and exercise. And diet, I don't mean as in dieting. I just simply mean the foods that you choose to eat and consume on a daily basis. What I'm talking about here is not necessarily, and this stuff is important, your health in terms of, not being overweight and living to see your grandkids and not getting horrific diseases that cause you to have a slow, painful death. All very good, all very important. But I'm actually talking in relation to your productivity and your ability to work and produce content and produce what you want to produce at good volume with good energy levels. And people all the time will use the analogy of your body being like a car and it only goes as good as the fuel you put in it. The reason you hear that all the time is it's pretty true. It makes a lot of sense, right? What they don't tend to tell you, and this is what I guess this is the reason that people don't take their nutrition as seriously as they probably should, is actually a human will run really well or just fine on plenty of carbs. There are loads of people who get up, go to work, achieve, earn money, feed their family, all the rest of it, and have a terrible diet. It's not going to stop you from doing so. And it's also not going to be the magical elixir that's going to dramatically transform your life because now you eat this instead of this. All right? We're talking, I would go as far as saying a 10 to 20% improvement. And that's being generous. But when you're competing in this world and trying to be the best you that you can be and trying to do the most that you can, let's call it that 10%. That 10%, it counts for something. Races are not won by minutes, they're won by seconds. The person who gets across that line first isn't doing so by a huge margin. It's tiny, and it's all very little decisions that are what make up that one split second difference. And it's the same with whatever you're trying to achieve. The food that you choose to consume and put into you and the way it allows you to work are related to each other. And it's not going to be the end of the world if you don't eat all of the right stuff. And what the right stuff is, by the way, again, we're not getting into in this video. I'm going to talk about how you can figure out what that is for you. But there is a correlation. So like I said, I'm not going to talk about what you should or should not eat today. Instead, all I want you to do and what I'm inviting you to do is develop a sensitivity and a conscious and awareness of what you put into your body and what you produce as a result of it. And you can start physical. Look at the foods you eat and when you eat them and the energy that they provide you. Do you feel energetic throughout the day? Do you feel able to focus? Do you feel happy? Are you positive? Are you in a good mind space? And if the answer to all of that is 100% yes, then maybe you have nothing to worry about. But if you feel like there's room for improvement, not necessarily anything dramatic, but just room for improvement, then try something else. Switch to something. Switch carbs for fats. Switch fat for carbs. Increase your protein. Whatever you want to try, do your own research and try things. This is the same reason that you hear people say they turned vegan and it turned their life around. They're full of energy and all the rest of it. And then on the other side, you'll have someone say the exact opposite. Carnivore diet. I've stopped eating all fruits and vegetables, all carbs, and I've never felt better in my life. Well, either one of them is lying or it's not the same for everybody. It's not the same for everybody. That's the real reality of it here. We have a good idea of what works for the majority of people. We've got a good baseline. And you can find plenty of studies and research that prove this and prove that. But really what it comes down to is your experience. So you need to try things. Are you intolerant to certain foods? Are they causing inflammation in you? Are they causing pain, discomfort, unwanted trips to the toilet? You know, all of these things, they interrupt your life. They interrupt the pattern of your day. They cause you to feel things you don't want to feel, like physical discomfort or pain. So they need to be removed. One thing, if I'll tell you one thing that you should do in terms of your diet, it's drink more water. I don't think anyone across any span or in any time has ever said that an issue is that we drink too much of the stuff. Don't drink anything else for a while, but get a good amount of water. Try 2 liters for a start if you're not sure. And again, don't worry about it being exactly right. Start with that. If it feels like it's way too much, you're, so full of water you could burst, you're weeing every 5 minutes and you can't get anything done, scale it back by 500 mils. Go 1.5. If it still doesn't feel enough, pump it up. If it feels great, stay. You're fine. You've got it. You've sorted it. That's one thing that I would tell you to do is introduce more water into your day and into your diet. So guys, I know I haven't given you anything specific today, so I'm going to try and summarize what I've spoke about. 1, start being conscious about what you're putting into your body. Even if your main focus in life is on being a person of the mind, and this isn't for everybody, but some people, they're so focused on their work, on producing their content, and they do so that they let everything below the neck kind of fall apart. They don't give it the attention that it so rightly deserves as being part of who you are. Draw some attention to it and start making some subtle changes if you feel the need that you want to increase your energy levels or increase your ability to focus. Don't get too hung up on what's the best or what's right or wrong, because the answer is going to be different for everyone. Start developing a sensitivity to what's best for you, what works for you. And if you can then back that up with some evidence and that makes you feel even better about it, brilliant. And if you're going to take one bit of advice, physical, just, do it from today or start from tomorrow, it's drink a lot more water. Because that is just proven. We are mostly water. We need it. Most people walk around dehydrated. So please just consume more of it. And I guarantee that alone will make you a more productive and happier person. And I don't think the end of the video has ever been more appropriate. Please take care of yourself.